Food, people. Let's talk about food. Oh, Chefy.
Daniel, how are you today?
Well, fabulous and excellent, Chefy, because we're expanding our reach. People, we are live on Live 365 Radio as well as Radio Talks in the UK. So please listen to us. If you don't like our live episodes on all social media or podcasts, well, you can listen to our Radio Talks on
Yes.
and Live 365. We are expanding and
Fantastic.
expanding. Sooner or later, we are live on Roku. Wow. We have our own TV platforms. If you don't like YouTube, well, you can watch us on Roku or any cable platforms that you are using. So hoping sooner or later.
Yes.
So, Shafi, how are you, sir?
Okay. How are you?
Well, busy always, because I have five more podcasts coming this year. Please do tune in. Coming AI 101, Tech 101, well, Parenting 101, and of course, Leadership 101. They are coming this year. So I'm so busy preparing for all of those episodes. And please support us. And of course, our Pastry 101 with Chef Alessandro.
Yes.
Mm. Tune in for that because after Food 101, we will do a Pastry 101.
Absolutely.
So,
Our
so
first recipe episode.
yeah. Yes. First recipe. People, we've been doing Food 101 for 6 years. And I asked the Chef Alessandro, Chef, can we do one more podcast or two more or three more or four more? And Chef Alessandro, yes, let's do Pastry 101. Why not? So we do our new podcast with Chef Alessandro, Pastry 101. But before
Fantastic.
that, please do visit our official website,
Yes.
www.food101.ca. You can see anything under the sun, just like what we are discussing
Yes.
today. Right, Shafi?
Absolutely. Yes. Well,
Mm,
whatever we talk about it here, it's all on the our website anyway. So you can find all the recipe. You can take as many recipe you want. They are free to take it anyway. So we are not
mm.
jealous. We share everything.
No secret.
No, no secret. We talk about, we make it simple. So we talk about the little secret on online, but otherwise, they're easy. There is a few tips on it, so it's easy to execute at home. That's for
Mm,
sure. All right.
certainly. So,
Fantastic. So,
Shafi,
yeah, today we're going to talk about risotto. So, I got two nice
risotto.
risotto that I used to make. Well, I still make one at work, and we
Mm-hmm.
do still doing the saffron risotto, and I'm so happy to share with you. But there is another one that was before this saffron risotto was this. Beets risotto, I love it. It's a nice vegetarian dish. It's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
It's perfect to have on a menu. And it was very popular. So I want to share with you guys.
Yes,
So what we
certainly.
do here, we got I make a recipe for four people. So you got your risotto. It's take about 20, well, of course, 20 minutes to get prepared. Total of preparation 20 minutes. Total cooking time 20 minutes. So you can have about 40 minutes of preparation and cooking time. It's not that hard. It's not too bad. What you're gonna need is a carnaroli or arbori rice. That's which one I use most. Most I use carnaroli because I like it better. But arbori is fine too, and you can find easily at any grocery store. You need 250 grams of cooked beets and peel. A small shallot, finely chopped. You need 1 liter about of vegetable stock, hot always, and some dried wine, Parmigiano Reggiano, unsalted butter, of course, at the end. And we need a little bit olive oil at the beginning, salt and pepper as a taste, and the burrata. That's the best part of this plate. You want to put the burrata on top at the end. Actually, we're going to make the stracciatella. So very easy direction. You just blend and cook your beets with a little bit of warm stock until they're nice and smooth. Then you will set on the side. You just gonna heat the olive oil on the in a nice wide pan over a medium heat, and you add your shallot and you saute very gently, and not don't make it brown because otherwise you're going to see in the rice. It depends on what kind of rice. Well, in this case, you're going to see too much because it's a beets. But if you do a saffron risotto, you do something else, you're going to see easily if they burn. So try to keep it translucent, like like almost just nice and soft. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You add your rice and you toast it for about 1 2 minutes, and then you just pour your white wine. You make it evaporated, and then you start to add your stock a little bit at a time. No risotto is it's simple to do when it's gotta take its time. You need that. You need to cook a bit, 15 minutes, 16 minutes of time. So take your time, nice and slow. You just add a little bit at the time. Don't add all the broth all together because it's no good sign because it's gonna get very soft after. So you just need
Yes.
a little bit of time. You add it, you mix, and then halfway through you just add your puree of beets inside. You continue for about another 4 5 minutes until it's not another 7 minutes until you reach the 16 18 minutes time cooking time of the rice until it's nice and al dente, and you keep it like creamy. So that's why to put a little bit of time the broth, it's very important because you need to make a nice and creamy, not losing the risotto. So you don't want a soup, you want a nice and cream product at the end. You remove from the heat. At that point, you add your parmigiano, and then after that, you put your butter, and you adjust your seasoning, salt and pepper, and then you serve in a nice, beautiful plate. And
Mm.
my best part of this risotto, the best part of the risotto I really love it, it's the combination with the burrata stracciatella. So what you do, you just get one burrata, any store you can find, and you just blend it, and you make like a stracciatella, like a whip burrata cheese. And then you just pour on top of the risotto, and it's very nice to match together.
And
Um,
delicious.
yes, few tips about the risotto. You should be always all'onda. That means nice and creamy. That you can actually flip it with the frying pan. It looks like a wave. Ocean wave. When do you make it?
Yes.
Making sure it's never dry, and always add the burrata when it's out from the stove. So because you don't need to make it melt, you need it nice and fresh. So the contrast between the cold and the heat and the hot of the risotto, that's the combination of this plate. You got the freshness of the nice and silky burrata with your nice beets risotto, nice and warm with the nice lots of Parmigiano Reggiano at the end. It's a nice combination. I usually serve
Mm-hmm.
sometimes with some beets chips that I make, and so you got
Mm.
even the crunchy from the beets at the end. So it's very good. Please try this one. It's very nice.
Awesome. Delicious for sure.
Yes, actually, if you get some very allergy, you can substitute, of course. You just don't put no cheese, no butter. Just use olive oil, simple like that. And the chai you just serve it with the bits as a vegetarian dish, as a dairy-free dish.
So, Shafi, can I change the cheese that you are suggested?
The burrata, well, for me, this is the best match you can find for the. It's perfect. But of course, you can change with some if you want some asiago on it. It's nice and a little bit salty. It would be a nice match with the beets. I think even a shave a Parmigiano Reggiano would be very nice on top too.
Mm. Parmigiano Reggiano, people. It's
Yes.
one of a kind cheese in Italy. So you need to try it.
Yes, please try it. And we go for the next recipe. It's
Mm-hmm.
I'm still yeah, serving at the restaurant right now. It's one of the most popular dishes that we have. It's a risotto allo zafferano with veal marrow and a nice fresh truffle. This is you go in a little bit of expensive, yeah, but
Uh-huh.
but
Yes. Bone
because of course you
marrow.
got your truffle. That's one of the most expensive part of the and saffron, of course. It's the most expensive. But the combination and the result at the end, it's always it's amazing. It's impeccable, and especially the Vilmaro when you gratin the Vilmaro, you bake in the oven and you just put some Parmigiano Reggiano on top and you toast. It's fantastic. So for this recipe, see for 4 people, of course, about you looking at 45 minutes total time to preparation between all the mise en place that you have to do at the beginning. Difficulty, I think it's a medium difficulty, no? It's not that it's
Not
not that very
medium, yeah.
difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Same process, you got your carnary rice. This time we're going to use a beef stock, but of course, if you don't like the beef, you can change it with the veal stock. And you got still your shallot as a beginner, always for the risotto. The white wine, of course. You need your saffron treats and your Parmigiano Reggiano, your unsalted butter, extra virgin olive oil, the veal marrow bones. So that would be amazing. If you get the canoe, it's the best one, or whatever you can find. And a
Mm-hmm.
fresh truffle. I would suggest from Italy, of course. Yes.
Black
No,
truffles.
but you can find Spanish truffle. You can find nice French amazing truffle. So, yes, you can use which one you like. And sea
Mm.
salt, of course, and nice black pepper will be at the end of it. Fantastic. So, like we do like before. So we start. The first thing we're gonna soak the saffron trees in a small amount of hot stock on the side. So it's gonna release all this yellow powder, yellow color in the bouillon. That's what you really needed to color the rice at the end anyway, and they give it a nice flavor. So you leave it on the side for a bit for now, and then you start to preheat your oven at 180 degrees Celsius. So you're looking at 360 Fahrenheit. You place your bone marrow in the oven and baking tray. You season it with a little bit salt, pepper. If you want, I will put some even Parmigiano Reggiano on top. It would be very, very nice. And you bake for about 12 to 15 minutes into the soft and the glossy, the soft inside, it's nice and warm of the marrow. Like before, you heat the olive oil in a nice white pan over medium heat. You do your shallot. Of course, you like we did before. Don't overcook because this time you're gonna see it with the saffron. So make sure you don't burn the onion. So you just saute gently until nice and soft. And then, of course, you add your rice to toast it for about 1 to 2 minutes. And then you pour your white wine, same like before. We talk about the risotto. And a little bit of time, you start to add the bouillon. So now in this case, you start to add your stock of saffron stock. A little bit of time, a little bit of time. Entro is got, is get the start to cook and you reach your is get all the saffron infusion in the rice. So you continue to cook for about 60 to 18 minutes. That's a classic, like into nice and al dente. It's up to you as your taste. And just take it out when it's nice and creamy. You add your parmigiano again. You add your butter, and you still you mix it a londa, like we said before. Like a wave. You mix, and you give it a nice. You make it become nice and creamy. This risotto, season with salt and pepper. Never miss that. And then you serve immediately this risotto when it's nice and hot with the nice veal marrow on top and a nice shave of truffle. Would be fantastic. Now, in this case, if you don't find the truffle, you can find the truffle oil around in any kind of store or in any kind of import store, and even a little bit drizzle of truffle oil would be a very nice touch at the end. You know. So
Mm-hmm.
for the tips for these dishes, you always keep They eat gentle for the stock, and just keep it nice and warm, nice and hot, not boiling too much, otherwise you reduce too much. And then the risotto should always cook slowly and always evenly. The marrow must be very, very soft inside, so don't be shocked. You think it's not cooked, but usually the marrow stays soft. But if you overcook it, it's gonna be in the garbage. Um, if you don't like the marrow, you can't find the marrow, you just have your risotto, saffron risotto, like a nice saffron risotto milanese, and you just finish up with all your cheese and just the truffle oil on top. That's it.
Mm, that's it. It's so easy and delicious,
Yes.
people.
Well,
Mm,
once you start to do it at home, maybe the first risotto will be not that easy like we do anyway in the kitchen. For us, it's a normal thing, but at home,
mm,
sometimes it's getting tough if you never do before. So
yes.
take your time, just follow all the tips that we give you, especially on the website. You can find lots of idea how to follow the recipe, and we try to keep as simple as possible when we make this recipe for you online. And yeah, just try, because it's always good to try, and see what's the results going to be. Please let us know that.
Yes, people, try it because it's something else. For sure, your friends, your family will tell you, please create more, do more every time.
You
We
can
love
find even
it.
the ossobuco recipe in our website, because we already talked about the ossobuco.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can find the veal marrow, you eventually can put the ossobuco on the risotto. There will be the fantastic things happening. It's an amazing thing.
Fantastic.
Oh yes, you get the
Yes.
nice warm, nice beautiful ossobuco, nice and braised, and with nice red
Yes.
wine, and then you have your risotto milanese, perfect beside. That's the perfect match too.
Perfect indeed. So, Shafi, I observed that you use shallot. Can we change shallot to regular onion?
Yeah, yes, eventually, yes. You can change it with white onion. Sometimes when I don't find a shallot, I just use a white onion. So it's easy. Of course, it's whatever you can find at home. We give you an idea, and then after that, you can
Change it.
elaborate with whatever you have at home. It's even if you don't find the marrow, you don't have the ossobuco. If you have a little steak to put it beside, it will be a nice touch too. You have your risotto milanese plus a nice steak beside. If you want to do a cutlet, you can put a nice cutlet beside. A nice
Mm-hmm.
chicken cutlet, a veal cutlet. So don't have to be a veal marrow. The recipe that we offer, to give you just an idea of what we can do, and what kind of flavor we can give it to the risotto, and how we like to serve, the risotto, how we do the risotto where we working. So that's it's up to you after at home what you like to use, and whatever it's more convenient for you, of course. Because you looking at, sometimes this is a little bit expensive dish to
Mm-hmm.
to
Yes.
be done at home, but it's amazing. Like I will say, maybe for a Valentine, for a birthday, for a Christmas dinner, would be a fantastic touch.
Fantastic indeed. So, Shafi, as you said, if we don't have a bone marrow, can we change with salmon, shrimp, or whatever is available around us?
Well, it's the saffron. It's mild, not mild, but it's a nice and a good touch for any kind of protein that you like to use. So yeah, you can put shrimps, of course. You can put a salmon beside. You can use as a side dish. Absolutely. It's
Mm.
there is no other meat in the risotto, so it's especially if you use a beef, a veal, a veal, sorry, vegetable stock instead than a beef stock. So you can change the protein that you like. It would be a nice touch, a nice match for that risotto.
Mm. Yes, people, you can adjust what is your suitable for your budget. If you think
Yes.
you cannot afford the bone marrow, why not change to anything that is available in the kitchen?
Yes.
Certainly, because we are here to just present you the original recipe, but if you want to change it, why not? So, Shafi, before we wrap up our discussion for today, I'm inviting you to please do listen to my other podcast because I have two more podcasts that additional for the original one. My abstract essay is already in sixth season, abstract poetry in a third season, of course, book 101 review in sixth season two, Comedy 101, a fourth season. And of course, our Food 101 with Chef Alessandro is already sixth season as well. We are celebrating our 6 year, people, 6 year Geography 101 Love Letters, Movie 101 Review, Music 101, our fifth season, Science 101, Sex 101, a fourth season, and of course, my baby podcast, Trivia 101, Motivation 101, Spiritual Awakening 101, and Entrepreneurship 101, Law 101, Mental Health 101, and the new additional to the Family Coaching 101, and of course, a Bible Verses 101. Please listen to them wherever you listen your podcast. So, Shafi, to wrap up our two main recipes for today, what can you say about it?
Well, today we talk about risotto, so it's amazing thing to do.
Yes, amazing to
Vegetarian risotto,
do.
but you got even a nice risotto with veal marrow on it, so it can be replaced with, like we say, with different kind of protein. So it's up to our listener what they will like to do at home. Please, take a look on the our website with the recipe and try as much you can because they are so cool to do at home.
Yes, experiment people at home. They are, wow, free. And visit us www.food101.ca. It's a official website of Food 101. So please tune in for
Yes.
our next podcast, Pastry 101. We give you the best of the best pastry according to Chef Alessandro. So,
Brilliant people.
Shafi,
Bye
see you
bye.
soon.